good people? Oh, shit. Fuck. What is good, people? How we all doing on this fine night? We hope everyone is doing well, doing good, all that sort of good stuff. Oh, I thought I'd do a quick live. Well, as one can. So how are we all doing today on this day? Let me know. And if you're new, make sure you like and subscribe. And go and check out my recent video. It does help a lot. And I think you guys will love the information that we have given. So I do. I think it'll be more to come. And appreciate everything that comes through. I know you guys do, but it does help massively to have, people show some good love. Oh, I feel like I'm getting a cold already. Like the weather not being so great for us all. And it is phenomenal to see people come and go. It always happens, especially on the first stream that we do when we come on. It's crazy. So how is everyone's day going so far? I hope it is going well, as I've already said. God, it's an interesting day today, and tomorrow is going to be no less than beautiful. We do have some, hard-hitting information that is more likely going to happen than not, but I'm hoping that it pulls through okay, Because one of the dogs that we work closely with is on its slow last life, which we're hoping will be okay, but it will be a hard day to find out that, one of the dogs that I personally love to work with when I'm not at the zoo ends up, passing away. I really hope it doesn't happen. It's going to be such heartbreaking shit if that was to ever be the case, but we know that he is an old boy, so if that day does come, then we're all going to celebrate him in the way that is beautiful, But welcome all to our people. Hope you guys are doing okay, and I hope they're all having a lovely night. Whatever you're doing, even if it's morning, whatever, do appreciate everything that comes your way. But yeah, me as a person, I am okay. I'm just more a little bit sad that I have to hear the news of the dog that might pass away. I don't know. I hope he doesn't, because I've worked with him for so long. But I hope we have one more year with him. Hopefully, that's the goal, is to have one more year with him. Because as I say, when I'm at the zoo, I'm doing zoo stuff. But when I'm not at the zoo, I'll be doing dog walking and dog sitting and stuff like that. But this dog that I love dearly, I hope really doesn't, go downhill anytime soon. Even though that's not the case, it is what it is, though. Dogs don't live forever. As much as we all would love to have dogs come together and live forever, because let's face it, dogs are like our best friends. We love them, we cherish them, and everything else. What's happening? My guy just got home, finally sitting on the sofa. Not much, bro. Just mainly chilling and talking. You haven't really missed much, as I've only just been live streaming for 4 minutes, and I'm just more highlighting that there's a dog that I love personally that is on its last life, and I'm hoping it doesn't, end its life when I'm working, but If it means I have to come back just to say my last goodbyes to the most beautiful dog that I've ever worked with, then so be it. You know what I mean? I'd do anything for that dog. That dog has been such a beautiful part of my life. And I am truly honored to have been in company with this dog and to have had very fond memories of him, you know? So I'm hoping I get one more year with him, as I was saying. But dogs, they really don't live forever. And I really wish that we could have them live forever or for a little bit more longer, but it never goes our way. So yeah, it's kind of shit. So that's the sort of thing that I'm dealing with at the moment, is that in the back of my head, I know it's going to happen, but it's the question of when that's going to happen versus everything else. No, it's not. It's not. This is a species of snake that is actually highly venomous. Best personality ever. Interesting, bro. Thank you. Yes, the most venomous snake in history, and it can cause damage to you. And then not only one bite will only, take enough to kill you within an hour. So if you love to be bitten by a venomous snake and it will only take an hour, then do consider going to find it. I promise you, you won't last long. But how are you doing, bro, though, all in all, though? How is life now that you got back and sitting on the sofa? I hope you're having a chilled evening and all that sort of good stuff. But nonetheless, people, welcome to my channel. Thank you for the likes. Make sure you are liking the stream. Every like does help and it does show support and everything else. And I do love the support that you guys give. It means the absolute most to me. As we do talk about animals, we love talking about nature. I've only done a video today that is dropped that I hope you guys love and appreciate. So if you want to go and check that out, go and check it out. It does help a lot to build that side of it. And yeah, you might learn something new about nature that you never thought was even possible. And the best part is I have given up on keeping up to date with what's going around the world, because so far, little thing about reality is every time you want to hear something positive about the news, it fucking drives the hell out of you. And so far, there's been nothing but misery and nothing but bullshit on there. So just focus on happiness. That's what I always say. It's always important to stay more focused on the positives, like, learning about nature. So it is what it is. Hello, person, again, that's just come through. How you doing? Even though you quickly dipped and quickly came back. We know that you left again because you like drama. So come on, people, what are we all doing today? What is your plans for tomorrow or, whatever? Because I want to know what you guys are planning to do for the day. And while you're in here, make sure you're liking and subscribing. It does help massively as we talk about nature. We give you guys animal facts that I know you guys will be very interested in. Going to school, bruh, you're too young. Get out of here, bro. I'm so sorry. You're very young. This is a 18 plus stream. I'm so sorry. You gotta go. But all in all, we love teaching about nature and all that good stuff. And let me know what you guys think about the video in terms of, did you enjoy learning something new and, something that made you go, oh my God, that's so crazy. It's simple as, And tomorrow we will be talking about the Arctic fox, which I know people will probably enjoy a little bit about Arctic fox, because we have already done a little bit about, pufferfish, box jellyfish, poison dart frogs, that sort of stuff. If you love that shit, go and watch my video. It is what it is. We cover all sorts of different stuff, so you guys don't have to. And if there's anything in the near future that you guys want me to cover, do bring your suggestions. It does help massively. All in all, lots of videos to come out and to enjoy for your beady eyes entertainment. And also, guys, while you're here, let me know what your favorite deadly animal is. I want to know what, dangerous animal you love the most and what you feared the most in that animal. And we will do whatever brings out the best out of dangerous animals. We will cover that for you. 1000%. Because I am looking for something intriguing and something beautiful that strikes fear in someone's eyes, but also piques curiosity to make people go, oh, that's scary, but very beautiful. That's what I want. I want to captivate that so badly, and I want to give you guys a chance, for real, to give me an animal. It doesn't matter what animal. It can be any animal of your choosing, but it has to be a dangerous animal that you guys particularly love and enjoy and want to learn more about. Okay? It can be any animal, and we will cover that animal in the next video and everything else. So we are promoting our recent video so far, and we love the idea of having a venomous snake in the background. So we thought it'd be good. You look like you did drugs. Bruh, you look like you came out of your mum's vagina. Fuck you. I feel so bad for people that want to come in and chat shit. We don't play the petty cards in here, bro. You missed your shot. You shoot your shot. You miss your shot. People, come on. You gotta understand. Trolls, you gotta understand. This isn't a time and a place to be, sucking dick because you're a sad, pathetic troll. Can't lie. But it is what it is, though, guys. It is what it is. So we're here, as I say, to promote my video and show the world the beautiful sides of nature in ways that you never thought were possible. And we really wanna make sure that when we as a person give you guys something interesting, you can captivate and learn from. Each animal has a mysterious, bit of information that some people don't know about, which is interesting, also fascinating to the team. So I want to give you guys the same experience of learning and in being intrigued, because nature is what brings us together, and nature is what makes us feel so hypnotized, So yeah, guys, this is what I want to do, is to give you guys something special and empower you guys to want to learn more about nature in ways that you never thought was possible. So I'm gonna stay for a bit longer, but I'm also gonna say you all gotta go watch the video and make sure that you show some love, support us, all good stuff, because we have spent a bit of time organizing the video and giving you guys some fascinating facts that will leave you wondering, oh shit. And it is an oh shit matter, because we have covered some of the most dangerous animals, and we've spoken a little bit about them and how they're poisonous, what makes them venomous as well. So we've got poisonous, venomous, and everything in between. How fascinating is that? Can I join? Join what, bro? I mean, you can watch my videos and subscribe, yeah, but you can't come in my live stream, because you have to be 18 because of the language that comes out my mouth, and I can't really be held responsible. Just saying, lad. Mm-mm. No, bro. No, bro. You can subscribe, that's fine, but you're not coming in my live stream. Nah, nah. I love that, but no. When you're old enough, yeah, you can come in. Can't lie. Physically can't lie. Sorry, bro. You gotta go. But for everyone else, like I say, go and like, go and subscribe, go and show some real energy for the video. It is mind-boggling how much you'll learn in that video, in that fragment of learning about dangerous animals and what makes them so dangerous in the first place. Why do we have, box jellyfish? What makes them so poison, so venomous to us, slash, the stonefish and everything. There's so much to learn in that I think you guys will love and appreciate all of the crazy fucking information that we give. And it is something that I am dedicated to doing, to showing you guys everything crazy in that aspect. So if you want to learn something real and something interesting, and you want to learn about nature in all of its finest details to the point where you can go, oh my god, that's crazy, then yeah, go and show some love for the video, because like I say, you will learn about box jellyfish, you will learn about puffer, not so much pufferfish, but you'll learn about the cone snail. You will learn a lot about different stuff. A lot. Okay? And it's fun. Why wouldn't you want to learn about venomous animals that can do conflicted harm and understand how they do it? Because there's a lot in there. And ironically enough, the key fact to take away from venomous animals, such as this venomous snake that you see behind, but what makes a venomous snake so venomous is they're born with it. But as I say, what is the key point to take away from nature? And that is, when you think about animals like this, they really do not want to cause harm to humans. Even though, yes, it takes, this animal can really kill a human being within an hour. The thing about it is, when you think about beautiful snakes like this, you have to remember that snakes that are venomous, or anything that is, venomous or poisonous, they don't want to harm you. It takes a lot out of them. Like the venom, it takes a lot for the snake to produce the venom, yes. But it also takes a lot out of them, because they're using all that venom to kill a full solid human that they can't actually eat. So it's a waste of venom, and it's a waste of resources of survival. So really, it takes a hell of a lot out of them to do it in the first fucking place. This is why I say people need to be mindful of what they're, bringing to the table in that aspect, And it's crazy how people think that it's not a waste of resource for the venom. It is. It's a hell of a lot of a waste. So it's mental to me how people can say, oh, this animal is, producing more venom than not. Nah, it's good though. So as I say, love it. I love it. I do. I love working with animals that are very dangerous and not for the public to do. So it is what it is. And thank you, Echo. I seen you post that I was live. I seen you lurking, bro. How we doing, Echo? Big shout out to Echo. Make sure you go and sub to my guy. Lovely character. And he deserves all the love and praise that one could ever give. I mean, I'm no famous person, but I appreciate his little shout out, and I appreciate him telling people to come and join my live. So Echo, you're the GOAT. You are the GOAT. I respect you, my guy. Big love to you, bro. And I hope that your live streams are going well even though, Echo, I do still have a bone to pick with you. You keep going live, but you're only doing it for short amount of times. I'm doing good, Jay. I'm doing good. So, dude, Echo, do me a massive favor. If anyone is that knows Echo, tell him to stop going live for a few minutes to then bugger off. It doesn't help me come through to help him. Like, he's a great guy, but he's not doing me a world of justice at the moment. Like, I'm almost certain he's gonna leave. This is a fierce snake, and this is the most venomous snake there is. I mean, yeah, we can talk about there are many different species of venomous snakes, but this will kill you within an hour. But the key takeaway is that when you look at snakes like this, they really don't want to use the venom on humans because it takes a lot out of them and it takes a lot to produce the venom. So there's no point in them even using the venom in the first place. It is a poisonous snake, and these guys are highly aggressive. Shit, wait, let me sort my... I think my audio has gone a bit... 1 minute. As I was saying, yes, they are poisonous. Venomous and poisonous are very different. There's a lot of different key factors. When you think about how snakes are venomous, that means they inject. Poisonous is skin on skin. So snakes inject their venom by biting. Poisonous is where it's skin on skin. So they don't need to inject anything. It's just more the skin on skin. Like the poison dart frog, right? Let me get the poison dart frog. Looks like I can't. Balls. Okay. But dart frog is skin on skin. Okay? So they can't inject. They can only have skin on skin. So if you were to touch a poison dart frog, that's a touch of death right there. And yes, it can kill. The box jellyfish is poisonous as is skin on skin. Poisonous. Because they can't inject, they can only do skin on skin. So when you think about all of that, it narrows down to venomous like snakes. Whoa, cool, thank you. I understand better now. You're very welcome. This is the thing that people don't teach. This is the thing that people do not teach. And this is something that I really want to make always apparent. That when you hear the word venomous or poisonous, snakes inject their venom. Poisonous is skin on skin. There is no same. It's very different. So I'm glad you learned something new and everything else. It really does boil down to vast differences, you know? And jellyfish don't trace you. People just happen to float into them. So even if it's like a box jellyfish, well, a box jellyfish isn't going to trace you. You just float into it and it's basically death for you. So like stonefish, people step on stonefish. And yes, a stonefish can cause agonizing pain in absolute, ways that you will never be able to feel. But if you don't treat the stonefish sting that it injects into you, because their spines are covered in, in that dangerous toxins that can kill you if not treated quickly. But you step on a stonefish, that's the last time you'll ever step. That is why they're called stonefish, because, it's the last thing you'll ever want to do. The stonefish are cool. They are very cool. I like stonefishes. I think there's a lot we can learn from them, and there's a lot to understand when it comes to, stonefish. Like every animal is different and unique in its own format and formal way. Beautiful. And that is why balls. That's why I give you guys the tools to understand every animal in its uniqueness and, in a way that helps. What's the most poisonous and the most venomous on the planet? Oh, that's a tough one, man. That's a good question, though. I like the answer. I mean, the venomous in the world, sheesh, versus the venomous. That is a crazy, crazy answer. I like it because it really breaks the narrative. Shit. Let me think. There is the most venomous snake in the world. I know that for a fact, and it is very, very potent. I got it in my head. I know it's in my head because I've covered it before. Shit. I want to say brown snake is the most venomous. It is a beautiful snake. You are right. Well, that's the effect it gives. This is a venomous snake. So, you got to think, this snake can kill you within an hour. Platypuses do have a spike that is venomous, skin on skin. And that's only on the males that have that. So, on their body, they do have that, unique touch that makes them venomous. So it's only the males that have that, venom in their body. And it's a special barb, that basically pricks that person, and then that venom can be drawn in. I love platypuses. They are wicked, adorable. Well, if you want, I will do a video on platypuses if that's what you want. I will happily do that. That's really good. I like that. So you like platypuses? We'll give you a platypus video tomorrow. 110%. Every animal can be strange and very bizarre. I mean, take this for a fact. Fish can change from females to males. That is weird as hell that they can change just like that, And it's the same with how some fish can walk on land. It is quite impressive. And believe it or not, there are birds that can, fly and still sleep. Crazy what you know. It is very crazy what you know. And since there are two people in here and we're happy to teach you guys, what is fascinating is we all think that dinosaurs are named dinosaurs. Put that into Greek and it is actually called terrible lizard. So dinosaurs are basically terrible lizards in general. So there you go. You learned some new shit that you didn't think you would learn today. And I love doing what I do. It's always been a passion to talk about nature and give you guys animal facts that I know you guys will love and appreciate. And it is fascinating when you learn a lot. It really is. So if you're enjoying the live stream, make sure you're liking and subscribing because we talk about nature in ways that, again, people will never learn before. The first one was brought back to England. It was dead, but previous was a joke and thought a person had. Ah, interesting, Jay. I like that. I do. That's actually quite interesting. And again, it's how people do surprise you in the most unique ways. It's like how people think that, bats are the reason for COVID or, when you think about dolphins. Now, I hate to break people's love for dolphins, but dolphins are actually really evil little buggers. So when I say they're evil, I mean it because dolphins have a very bizarre obsession with dead fish. In fact, it has been proven that dolphins use dead fish as sexual objects, which is a very proven fact. Gross, yes, but very much true. And people think that dolphins are these lovely, playful, joyful, love people, can never do no harm. Oh, they're evil in their own right. Trust me. I made somebody leave because they got scared of that fact. Understandable. I read somewhere. Where did you read, Jay? So yeah, people. Like I say, I am always going to tell the truth in animal facts and animal, sides of life, even if they're beautiful to the very much grim. Just like how people think that, orcas kill people in the wild, it's not a true fact. In fact, the reality of orcas in the wild killing anybody is zero. There's never been a recording of an orca in the wild ever killing anybody. So again, people love to use fabricated story to twist the narrative. This is why I say never believe a rumor unless you see the proof in itself. And it is so important to understand the truth versus gossip. People are so hyped up to learn about gossip than they are about anything else. So the minute people talk about gossip or talk about animals being, I read somewhere depression. What about depression? Because it is what it is. Depression side was to do with there was a documentary called Blackfish, and that spoke about orcas in captivity that basically were very depressed, and there was a lot of signs to replicate and show that these guys were depressed. They can't speak it, but they can vocalize it, and they can display a lot of negative behavior in captivity. And the Blackfish documentary, which is on Netflix, by the way, shows the very grim reality of orcas in captivity and how people treated them. Exactly, but in the wild, it is so much more freedom. The happier, and orcas are very sociable creatures, and they form bonds with one another. So theoretically, we don't need to have them in captivity because it's not fair on orcas. And yes, there are actual cases of orcas killing humans in captivity, and it is a natural fact. It's sad, but in the wild, no cases of an orca ever killing a human. Doesn't mean that would never, ever, 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 ever happen, because who knows? One day we might end up having our first ever case of an orca killing a human in the wild. But at the moment, there's never been a case. But in captivity, 110% there's been cases. And that's what people got to remember. Is what you see in captivity versus wild is vast different. Not everything is as black and white or smoke and mirrors. There's so many, cases of different things happening in the world, and we got to remember the facts in terms of what they're like in the wild versus captivity versus everything else. And we also got to understand why they did what they did. Was there a provoked? Were they provoked? Were they not provoked? Was it what? Is there a case of an orca saving a human? Possibly, but I don't think I've ever heard of an orca ever saving a human. But it's not to say it's not possible, because humans and animals, we have this very bizarre, relationship where you will often see animals save people's lives. It is being recorded on many different animals. But orcas, I'm not too sure or ever really seen anything like that. But it's not to say it won't happen. Dolphins saving humans? Again, it can happen, but rarely. But I would say dolphins are just evil little buggers. I would never trust a dolphin to try and save my life. Hell no. There's been cases of dolphins drowning people. There have been cases of dolphins being malicious around humans. But I've never would let a dolphin save me. Even if I was to drown, I would rather drown than have a bloody dolphin try and rescue me. I can't lie. That's just being very realistic on that. It's the same with orcas. Would I trust an orca trying to save me? No, I wouldn't, because I wouldn't know what the intent is behind the orca wanting to save me. But again, it is what it is. Sorry if that's too much. No, never apologize. I love talking about animals, so I'm not bothered what questions you ask me and so on. It's part of engaging, and it's part of helping you guys understand your favorite animals and so on and so forth. So it's calm, bro. It is really calm. And this is oh, and this is what this channel is about: is to give education and to help people understand animals in ways that they can understand, or learn something new. That's it. You did my favorite honey badger. I did. Told you I did. I did say. This is why I say I'll always do something that people want. Simple. No worries. I'm happy to do it. Always happy to do it. So big love. I'm glad you enjoyed it, and I'm glad you learned something interesting and fascinating. So that's made my day to know that I can, you know, make you go, oh my god, that's so cool. I do listen and I do take on board. I don't just do random shit for what I want, but most of the time, because it is my channel, I will do every different animal underneath the sun that I think is interesting or very much, needs to be spoken about, because it's fun, regardless. And it's the same with, when it comes to the news and when it comes to animals on the news. If it's something to do with a human going in a tiger enclosure, of course I'm going to cover it because it's to do with nature. And I like to give the analytic side of it of, well, if that person climbed in that enclosure, they deserved it because they know it's against the law to climb over something that is protected. And people do stupid shit in a zoo. So, we cover it. So, yeah. But as I say, I always am happy to give something unique to the fans and to people that they can talk amongst their friends and everything else. So it's all good, bro. It's all good. This is what the channel's about. We learn, we grow, we blossom. That simple. So, yeah. The seasons are changing. You should do something about local nature and how you can help and encourage it. That is on my project, my guy. I'm on the process of, building it so that people can learn and find ways to, help protect nature in all of its ways, because I want people to understand how they can protect certain environments, or, how they can protect badgers or hedgehogs or whatever. Like anything like that is something I'm working on, and I'm going out my way to film a few different animals around the UK to then bring a beautiful video together to help you guys, educate you on how you can protect local species in England / anywhere else. So that's something that I want to do and make it vocal with that. Oh, it will be awesome. It's going to take a lot of footage, but it's going to be all right. We're happy to do it, and we're happy to show people the beautiful sides of nature in all of its glory. So, win-win. It is a win-win. On my side, it's a win-win. And I also have a big passion on bees. I want people to detect bees, and I want people to not be so scared of bees. I mean, bees are beautiful, but yes, they sting, but they are also, they do a lot of good for the environment. And unfortunately, bees are going downhill. Yo, what's good, Andrew? What's good, bro? But yeah, bees are going downhill, and I want people to understand how to protect bees. What can everyone do to help bring bees back into numbers and everything else like that? And believe it or not, I will be showing a beautiful video at some point when it comes to the summer. I'm going to show you guys how to handle a bee that is, on the floor, and how beautiful it will be to hold one on a flower. And I've done it plenty of times, holding a bee on a flower and watching it suck on a which Andrew, what did that person say? Because I don't know what they said, but thank you, whatever they said. Oh, it's fascinating when you think about how much I don't pay attention to the chat when it comes to trolls. I'm gonna have to get my bed or. Oh, that's so cool, Jay. Try and protect as much wildlife as possible, especially when it comes to bees in the summer. Because bees, as much as they fly around pollinating all of the flowers, it's still a lot of hard work for them. So a lot of them get sleepy, drainy. And what is really interesting is when a bee comes into your house, they can't see a window. So they keep banging on the window. They keep getting pissed off because they see that that's outside, but they can't get outside. So then they lose their energy a lot more faster. So the best way to stop a bee from banging on a window is put like a piece of paper to block the view, and then slowly put it on a glass and then remove it outside. If you have vegetable patch or anything, please help with that too. I feel like I could help you, Jay, with that. Andrew, you are right. Some species of snakes are dangerous, but not all. There's milk snakes, venomous snakes, constrictors, all that sort of stuff. And as much as, yes, there's anti venom to help us fight that, the trouble is, which people forget, is nobody really carries anti venom all the time. So when we think about anti venom, we should have that on us, but antivenom can go off date very fast. Exactly. Exactly. Man, we been streaming for 43 minutes. I hadn't even noticed. I barely noticed how long I go live streaming for, because I think it's funny when, like, you see some people that just sit there like, oh, being streaming for this long, oh, it's like, no, just enjoy what you do. Simple. Oh, I will be doing that, and I'm gonna really scare people when I say a certain little fact. Wasps can be dangerous, but they're not as bad as hornets. Hornets are nasty little buggers. In fact, I've had hornets fly in my house before, and that was absolutely horrendous. Yeah, yeah, no worries. I mean, I've accidentally pissed off a hornet once, and that was actually a terrible. That was terrible. To be able to piss off a hornet was, oh, it was nasty. it was a nasty, nasty, nasty night that night. And it was the hornet was literally on the top of my window, just chilling. I didn't even realize it. And then when I went to go and close my window, the the hornet just dropped and then got really pissed off. And then I was like, okay, this is a hornet that took a little nap on my window, and I hadn't even realized that it was even there. And luckily for me, I didn't get stung, so it kind of felt good that I got away with being stung. I'll still never really theoretically understand why I didn't get stung, but I think the hornet realized that it wasn't my fault, even though it was still very angry and very disorientated and very much like, oh, I hate you for this. Happy Monday to you, bro. Hope life is good with you and everything else. So yeah, I really think when I think back to the hornet, I know hornets can recognize your face very easily, and they don't forget. Hornets do not forget who you are. So if you piss a hornet off, they're never gonna forget your face. So I'm actually kind of glad that this hornet didn't actually go out of its way to sting me. But I felt like I deserved it, but not entirely. So that's a fun little fact for all of you, is I nearly came a fragment close to being stung by a hornet. But I'm still quite happy that, as much as it landed in my living room and it was just chilling there, I was like, thank you for chilling right there. And I managed to get it out safely without being stung. So again, happy hornet, happy ending, you know? But it is a crazy, 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 scary moment for me. I can't lie. In fact, we've had a few hornets fly in my house and still never got stung. The last hornet that came into my house, I didn't realize it was in my house because it was hiding somewhere. And then as I was cooking food, it just darted out of nowhere. And then I was like, oh shit, this hornet nearly hit my face. And then it landed on one of my doors. And then I managed to get that fucker out, which wasn't pretty. So yeah, dealing with hornets is never a pretty moment. It never is, never will be. I'm about to zero. That's crazy. So yeah, hornets can be very much a gentle giant, but like I say, you piss them off, you're gonna know about it. That simple, that easy, you know? One sec, guys. Wow, we've been live for quite a fair bit. I generally don't know what my friend just texted me, but okay. But man, it's crazy amount of things going on right now. But summer will be the best thing in the world to be doing because I'll be filming a lot of shit and doing a lot of stuff. And I can't wait to get rid of this bloody, weather that's just been a pain in the back. It's never been fun moments where, we have to deal with the poor rain constantly, 24 fucking 7. It's just been constant rain. Honest to God, it's been constant rain. And I can't wait to have more sun instead of rain. So I'm kind of getting tired of always having to deal with the rain. Always, I want sun. I want a bit of warmth. Can't be arsed with the rain no more. And it's a fact. England has just become more, wet as time has gone by. We've had weeks upon weeks of rain, but no actual dry spells. So, man, it's a suckish time. Sucks to be British. But it's all good. But yeah, guys, like I say, go and show some love and support and all that sort of good stuff. On my recent video, you already know the drill. You already know the score. There's a lot to learn about nature in all of its entirety. And then tomorrow you guys will see more animal videos coming out. And hopefully you guys will enjoy and learn some beautiful shit that you never ever seen before. And I can't wait. I physically can't wait. We've been live. Yeah, like I say, we've been live for, Jesus Christ, 52 minutes. That's not too shabby, But I hope everyone has a good day tomorrow. Always stay blessed and stay positive with everything around you. There we go. So we've spoken a fair bit about everything so far, man. It's been a chilled stream. So it has. And I can't wait to be doing more streams through the summer and allowing you guys to chill with us. Because that's what it's about. It's about chilling. It's about vibing. All that good stuff. For real, for real. So, if you guys have any animals that you want me to cover, then comment on my recent video what animal you want me to cover next. And we will happily do that because I think it's a good thing to do. It breaks more content out on what people want. And it just brings a better light, So, all in all, guys, do give your suggestions of what animals you want next, as it does help me out loads on what you guys want. I'm going to get a drink. And don't hesitate to ask because there's lots to cover, Actually, I need a proper bit of water there. Oh. There we go. We're back with some water. Always good to keep drinking, especially water. But, I was to say, yeah, about things that you want to know next. Do drop your suggestions next on what you guys want in terms of animal facts, and we will provide any animals that you guys may want in the near future. And don't hesitate to ask because we will do it. Simple does, simple is. So yeah, guys, thank you all so much for coming out to my live stream. It has been an absolute honor. You guys all do such an amazing job at keeping things interesting and spicy when it comes to new content. And yeah, guys, we hope that you guys will learn something new in the next video. And not only that, make sure you turn on notification bell so you never miss an upload. All that's all good stuff, because we do our best to go live and keep the momentum going as possible. Although some of you are absolute lazy in terms of trying to, help boost my audience up, awful display. I've seen 90% of people swiping on when it comes to animal information that I give. Sad. I want that to change. So if you love nature, prove to me that you will stay and watch the whole video instead of watching 1.1 second and then fucking off. That shit is rude. Not gonna lie. So I know you guys can do it because you love watching drama content. Apparently you love nature. So if you love nature, prove to me that you love nature and prove that my analytics can change its mind by saying, yeah, people love this and people love that. Not just, I don't want to keep seeing my overall debut being so dry. It sucks balls. So, can't lie, people. All people need to consider, pardon me, to watch till the end and prove to me that you guys want the information. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are some videos that do well, only in small ways, but not enough in big ways. So prove to me, that you can all watch a video fully. Simple. It's not hard to support a small YouTuber. It's more harder to support brain rot content that is to do with drama. So if you love drama, then you know where the door is. I'm not going to stop you because drama is drama, and quite frankly, I don't really care. Oh, I'm refreshed. Oh my god, 58 minutes. That's crazy. But yeah, my analytics on my YouTube side has been saying that a lot of you swipe straight off. Pathetic. Really. So please do me the honor and actually, watch the videos. Don't just watch 1.1 second. Because it doesn't help. No. It only helps on smaller videos. And if you guys really want me to take the piss and show how pathetic a brain cell is, I can do a video for 1 second and none of you are going to know what I've said in that 1.1 second video. Ideally not, And I don't want to be doing a video where it's just me going, it, do, no, and then nobody understands. But it seems that it needs to be done at some point. Yo, what's good, bro? We got 3 people in here. Nice to see all of you back again, considering most of you leave, then most of you come back. It's crazy. But while you're in here, make sure you are liking and subscribing to my channel and also good stuff. We've been live for about 59 minutes. Not bad. I've done longer live streams, but again, it's not too bad. Already done. I can tell it's already done, bro. I can tell. So yeah, people, I am gonna end the live stream, and we hope that you guys have enjoyed yourselves, learned something new. I am a little bit tired, that's why I do sound a bit more, I've been running around talking all day, so it's kind of nice to relax. So as I say, yo, what's good, bro? You just about missed my live stream, but you can always rewatch it back. But I am going to go because I am very tired after speaking all day today. Nature, especially when it comes to animals, and doing what I do as a job, talking and cleaning out animals, speaking to everybody. It's just been very much a lot of talking today. So we've done a live stream for about an hour now. So yeah, I want to rest my voice before I end up losing it at some point. So catch me tomorrow at some point, lad. I will see you all later.